as we launch our 2022 Sustainability Report, I'm delighted to be joined by CEO Volker van Leede and Jose Villalon, our Sustainability Director, to discuss our progress on Roadmap 2025. Volker, Jose, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
I'll start with you, Volker, first question. So what are your thoughts on the overall progress made in 2022 in sustainability?
Well, 2022 was a busy year for sustainability. I think one of the major accomplishments was the double materiality assessment that we've completed. So not only looking at how sustainability impacts Nutreco, but also how Nutreco can impact sustainability themes in the world. A big exercise, good insights, and it sets us up really well for new reporting obligations that will come into play in Europe in 2025 for us. So really pleased with that. And next to that, I think a key achievement was that we've signed a contract in Ecuador, which is where we have our biggest production site, where today there's no real clean energy available. So we're using fuel oil. We've signed a contract to build a natural gas pipeline to the facility, and that will help us to reduce our emissions there by 30% once it becomes operational. So happy with that.
Fantastic, thank you. And Jose, can you update us on the progress we've made in Pillar 1 of the roadmap, which is our focus on health and welfare?
Yeah, thank you, Ellen. Pillar 1, health and welfare, is all about antimicrobial resistance and the use of antibiotics in animal farming. 2022, we worked with our operational companies to develop plans for their clients to reduce antibiotic dependency with alternative technology, either best practices or feed additives. And in 22, we reduced by 35% our sales of premixes or concentrates or medicated feed having antibiotics with critically important for human medicine class antibiotics, which are the doctor's last chance to treat a bacterial infection in children or old people or the population in general. So that was a major accomplishment. And in addition, we reduced our antibiotic growth promoters and the preventive use of antibiotics by 17% in 2022. So overall, it was a very productive year for work in our opcos. And the good thing about this, the exciting part of it, is that it's a business opportunity.
Yep.
And so it's not just about cutting sales, it's opening up opportunities to go into a barn and do a SWOT test analysis and help the farmers reduce their dependency, giving a business opportunity for both the client and for Nutreco.
Fantastic. And just building on that then, so Pillar 3, which focuses on good citizenship, how are we doing with that one?
That's also very active for 2022, active year. We have 6,200 small and medium farmers that we have engaged with and helped raise awareness and taught them best practices to farm sustainably. And our target in Roadmap 2025 is 12,000, so we're a little bit over half. But these small farmers, it's all about feeding the future, but I would say it's about feeding the future in the right places, because we have 1,200 farmers in Nigeria that have elevated themselves out of extreme poverty. We've worked with 1,500 dairy farmers in India to increase their efficiency. Yep. So it's a very good story where it's a win-win for the farmer, for their economy, and for us.
And Volker, what's the outlook for 2023?
2023 will be another exciting year, I think. We aim to phase out the use of coal in our facilities. We still have 2 places in the world where we have that. We're also switching there to renewable fuels. I look forward to seeing more progress on our Scope 3 emissions reductions. A lot of work going on with novel ingredients, but also working with our existing suppliers to make their products more sustainable. But it will also be a year where we say goodbye to Jose, who will be retiring in a few weeks. All good things come to an end. Sustainability will not end here, but we'll surely miss Jose. And thanks for all the work you've been doing for Nutreco in the last 10 years.
Thanks.
And with that, I would like to remind all of you to go online to nutreco.com to visit our sustainability report.